Hey guys, this video is going to be about setting up Docker on FreeNAS 11.2 with Portainer. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to come down once we're logged in and go to VMs and click on this little thing, go down to Add Docker VM. Actually, now that I think about it, we're not going to do that because there are some options missing in the UI, in the new UI for some reason. For some reason, it doesn't give us the option to choose what our password should be for VM, or the size. It ignores the size of our file for some reason. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up here and go to the legacy UI. And we're going to scroll down and go to VM there. We're going to click Add VM, name our VM. Oh, first let's check this Docker VM. Name our VM. I'm going to do 2 CPUs for mine, and you're supposed to do at least 2048 megabytes of RAM. I'm going to do 4096 to test with. Put this on auto start and hit OK. And then we're going to come to our new Docker container, or VM, sorry, and hit devices. And click on the raw device and hit edit. Here we're going to hit browse. You're going to find a folder in one of your data sets where you want to keep your VMs images. And we're going to type rancher.img. Check disk boot. We're going to make a password right here. For disk size, let's do 20G. Alright, now we're going to go back to the normal UI by getting rid of legacy right here and putting UI/VM. And then here's our new container. Let's start it. Let's click connect via serial. And basically, if you follow the standing up Rancher server, the Rancher VM, Docker/Rancher VM in the guide, basically that serial connection is just going to run this command for you really in the background. You can do the same thing in the command line. So it's going to take a second for this to start up, and we'll type Rancher on that for our username and whatever password we set up. And then once we're logged in, we're going to do an ifconfig eth0 and see what IP address our VM got from our DHCP server in our network. And you can see that's 192.168.0.109. But what we're going to do first, we're going to install Portainer, and we're going to run this docker volume create Portainer data command to make a volume for Portainer. And then we're going to take this command, but we're going to add a little bit to it. So we're actually going to want to add restart always to this. And we're going to want to do that before one of the V's. I'll just put it before both of them to make the command a little bit more clear. And then one more thing, make a space there. Let's do --name space Portainer. And then we can hit enter. And that will pull Portainer from the Docker Hub. Let's do a Docker PS and make sure that's running. It looks like it's running fine on port 9000. So we need to go to the IP address that we saw before. I think that was 109 on mine. So and then colon 9000. Then we're going to make up a password for here. And hit create user. Click local and then connect. And then if we go right here, we can see we have one container running. That's our Portainer container that we're connected to right now. And you can see the 172 network is what those containers are using inside your VM. So, well, let's test deploying a container here. So let's click on App Templates right here. No, HTTPD, here we are. So let's name this Apache 1. We'll leave this in bridge mode for now. Click Show Advanced Options. And we're going to type our IP address of our VM, 192.168.0.109 in my case, colon 80 for the port number, and leave that as 80 there. And then we're going to click Deploy the container. Okay, and you can see that's forwarding on port 80 on our host. So we can go to .109 on our host and see Apache is running, but you can see an IP address here that's actually the network inside our VM for the containers. And what we can do is we can actually do a sudo route add if you're on Linux or Mac and add a route to our internal Docker network, temporary route. Okay, let's see. I already did this previously with a different VM. Alright. Now we're going to want to add our route. And now this is only going to work if your 172 network doesn't overlap with anything already in your network or any of your routes. So take that into consideration. But now we can also go directly to our IP address, and that will forward through our VM as the host to those Docker containers. As you can see, there's a lot of other things you can do in Portainer. You can look around in there, find your way around. There's lots of pre-built templates for deploying applications. That's outside of the scope of this tutorial. That's all for this video. I'll probably do a future video on how to mount our local storage into your Docker VM and then pass that storage onto your Docker containers. But that's all for this tutorial. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.